thing called tuna sashimi. 3, 2, 1.
Well guys, Junior back again. This week I thought I'd do something a little bit different. Instead of doing a review or a playthrough or something, I thought I'd show off some of the cave games that I own. I've almost got a complete collection for the 360, and I'm only missing one for the PS2. So I thought I'd show the covers off and the games and the nice artwork on these games. So I think we start with the PS2 ones. And when I was in Japan, I got this for a pretty good deal. And I picked up Mushihime-Samma. I don't know if I can fit it all in the actual frame. This is a box set. It's got some fantastic artwork on it. It's a complete box set for the PS2. This is the I think I'm not sure if it's a special limited edition. What this actually comes with is, in the box you get Mushihime-Samma, which is fantastic sort of bug style shoot 'em up, which I'm sure they took inspiration from Nausicaa Valley for the Wind, or Nausicaa Valley for the Wind, a Studio Ghibli film. But this is a vertical scrolling shooter with like a sort of bug theme, and your girl, which I can't remember the name of, which you'll see it on the right hand side. That's one of my little figurines I've got from Cave, which is pretty cool. Which is the girl from this, as you may recognise by there. Can't remember her name, but anyway, she rides bugs, fights enemies. Really nice artwork, pretty stunning game, to be honest. The only slight snag about the PS2 conversion is that it's in interlaced. It's not progressive scan. I'm not sure if you can put it in tate mode or tate mode, which is basically turning your screen vertical. Whether that changes it in progressive, but you can have a look around the internet and download the ISOs for these games, and there is patches for them to de-interlace them, which does a pretty good job. But I play my PS2 through my FrameMeister, so I can use that to de-interlace them to make them look a lot nicer. Otherwise you get a lot of shimmering on the screen. But really nice game, really nice conversion. I'm glad I got the limited one. They say the box set not only comes with the game itself. In the box set is another limited edition little statue of the girl holding up a little baby bug. So that's obviously the little girl version of her. I haven't actually never opened this, so I've had kept it complete in the box. A lot of these you'll find these are actually not in there because a lot of people collect the figures. So the figure comes in the box, which is very nice. The other PS2 ones I've got as well is Dodonpachi Dai Ojo, which is another, well, that's another of the Dodonpachi games basically. Rock hard game, pretty excellent conversion on the PS2. Same with this one as well. I think it is interlaced until you turn it to tate mode, and then it is progressive scan. Pretty stunning conversion on the PS2. Remember when this first came out in copy, and they managed to fit it on. It is on a DVD. They fit it on the CD, but they actually looped the first music track. That was the first time I actually played this game. But yeah, really nice game. Double disc as well. Comes with a special DVD, which is like super play of this game, which works in a regular DVD player. I say one thing I do like about the cave stuff is the artwork on the cave games is pretty amazing. So that's another game I've got. This is pretty much my favourite cave game out of them all. EspGaluda. Cool artwork in EspGaluda as well. This is vertical again. Same thing with this. It is interlaced unless you use something to get it progressive or turn it vertical. I love this game. I don't know what it is about this game, but I can just keep playing it over and over and over. And when I was in Japan, I played this pretty much every day. You find these games everywhere in the arcades in Japan. Say another one again with stunning artwork. I did show a video. I bought a cave artwork book. I bought quite a while ago now, but I can't find it at the moment. It's hidden away somewhere, or I've packed it away somewhere. That's got some stunning artwork, but they do concentrate a little bit too much on the Death Styles sort of teenage girl thing, which is pretty much almost half the book, which is a bit of a shame. But and once you get past that crappy little sort of crap, you get some really nice artwork that Cave did for all of the games. So that's pretty much my favourite cave game. So unfortunately with the PS2 I am missing what's it called? But the Ibara. I was tempted to buy it when I was in Tokyo, but it's ridiculously expensive. It is the only conversion of Ibara that's come out, and I'm hoping that M2 and Shot Triggers do a version of Ibara Black Label. I would love to see them do that, but the PS2 version is the only way you can play Ibara outside playing it on main. The PS2 version is pretty nice as well. It does come with a special mode, but Black Label is pretty fantastic. So let's go on to the 360 games that I've got. It seems I was showing EspGaluda. I've got EspGaluda 2. I say I do have the Platinum one, unfortunately, but you know, doesn't matter, still the same game. Also another one with pretty amazing artwork. I do love this as well. EspGaluda 2 is pretty fantastic as well. But I do prefer the first game, even though technically the second game is better, I suppose, but I still prefer the first game. But yeah, EspGaluda 2, pretty classic. Going with the Mushihime-Samma, the Mushi theme, I've got Mushihime-Samma Futari, or Futari I think it's pronounced. This is fantastic as well. Better than the first game, I would say. You got an extra character in this as well. You got the kid, which I can't remember his name, and he flies on like a little mini dragon thing. Amazing game this is. There's some nuts replays with this out there. There's an ultra mode on this. It's crazy hard, but there was a guy at Stunfest about a month or so ago, did it on 1 credit for 3 times, I think he did it, which is pretty amazing, because it's as far as I know, there's only 2 people in the world who can actually finish it. But I could be wrong on that one. But yeah, so that's Mushihime-Samma Futari, which is pretty amazing as well. Follow on for the Dodonpachi series, I did pick up Dodonpachi Dai Ojo as well for the 360. This is a double pack which comes with the white label. It's either black label or 1.5. I can't remember which one is on you. So you get the 2 versions of the game on this. The story goes with this. The 5BP pinched the code that Arika used for the original game on the PS2, did the conversion, and the conversion was a bit crappy. But this can be updated and patched, and I was reliably informed last night that once you patch it, it's pretty much fixed. Even though I do hear it does have a bit of input lag, but I don't know. It is a really nice version. It's pretty much almost arcade perfect. I suppose I didn't really need it since I had the PS2 version, but seems it was there, and it was I picked up for quite a reasonable price, so I thought I'd get that as well. Here's another doubler. This is the original Muchi again, but the 360 version of Muchi. This one is pretty much arcade perfect. The PS2 version is really good, but it is lacking in certain areas, but this 360 version is excellent. This is also on Steam as well. Some of these games you can get on Steam, not all of them. Like Muchi you can get on Steam. You can get I'm not sure what other ones are on there. I think Dodonpachi Dai Ketsui is on there, or Revenge, and Death Smiles are on there if I remember rightly. But like I say, amazing artwork again, pretty much very similar to the PS2 artwork really, but very cool. Another one I got as well, this is a platinum version. When I did pick it up is when it first came out. I think of when it first came out, it may have been platinum, but I didn't pay much for it. This is DoDonPatchi Saidaioujou. A lot of people do tend to ignore this one, but I really like this one. It's got really fun music, really fun game. A lot of people think the other games are better. I don't know, I think I prefer this one, to be honest, but you know, that's just me. You know, if you don't agree, that's fine. But yeah, Saidaioujou, which is really cool, got a really class soundtrack as well. Very nice again. So this one, the artwork's a little bit, I suppose, lacking to some of the other games, but still very nice. Comes with cards and everything. So that's another one I've got there. Just chuck these like that. A couple of these games were actually released in the UK, and pretty much the UK versions are pretty much exactly the same as the Japanese limited edition versions. So the first one that came out, well, I don't know if it was the first one that came out, but the first one I've got is Izakaya Katana. I love this game. This game is wicked. It's not vertical scrolling, which is a little bit different for Cave. It's horizontal. This one's got the original arcade version on here. I think it's got the 1.5, and it's got a slash mode, which uses a completely different scoring and gameplay mechanic, where you've got to shoot enemies to get like time to go into your bonus round, and then you've got to shoot them to get steel, so you can make swords and fly swords at the enemies. Man, that mode is amazing. I love that mode. It's much better than the arcade mode, and the slash mode is fantastic. This game's got amazing music as well. So I'm not sure if this one came with the soundtrack. No, I didn't. But it's pretty much exactly the same as the limited edition Japanese one. But good thing about these ones is that a lot of the Japanese games now are becoming very expensive, very hard to pick up. But these games, the British ones, you can literally pick them up for next to nothing. So I would say a lot of the Japanese ones are region locked. Cave only ever did a few games that weren't region locked as a bit of a tester. Why they did that, I don't know. They should have just unlocked a load of them so you could just play them. But yeah, there's a couple of which are not region locked. I think Mushihime-Samma is one of them. I think EspGaluda 2 is another one. I'm not sure if there was one more. I can't remember. But yeah, Izakaya Katana, definitely well recommended, and you'll pick it up on PAL for less than a tenner, which is an absolute bargain, especially for like shmups. Also, this game has got some amazing artwork on it as well. I do love the artwork in this game, it's pretty stunning. So that's a UK version. I could have got the Jap version, but there wasn't really much point since I had the UK version. Another one that came out in the UK was Dodonpachi Resurrection. Again, this is the deluxe version, so pretty much like the Japanese limited edition or deluxe version. This one comes with the soundtrack as well, which is very nice. This is a wicked game as well, very, very good. I do like this one as well. Hard to choose with the DoDonPatchi games, they made so many good games. But I really do like this game as well. This is the same, it's got like the 1.5 version on here, I think it has anyway, and a few other extras. Another one that come out on PAL, literally less than a tenner. It's ridiculous how cheap these games go for, considering how much the Japanese ones cost. So that's that one. They did, sorry, there's no 1.5 in it. They did sorry, it is 1.5 in that disc. They did a black label version of Dodonpachi, or it is in Japan, is called Dodonpachi Dai Ketsui, which pretty much I think means resurrection. They did a black label version. This was only Jap only. Unfortunately, this is region locked as well. But it was a really cheap release. It was just like an extra. This is a very nice upgrade to Resurrection. It's got some different gameplay mechanics and stuff, and it's got some crazy hard modes, but it's pretty fantastic. If you've got a Japanese account on your 360, or you can got a Japanese 360, you can download this off the store as well. This is how I originally did play it, but I think when I bought this, I paid like 15 quid for it delivered. I think that was from Play Asia, so that's a very good game as well. This is we're on to the last game now that Cave actually brought out in the UK, was the deluxe edition of Death Smiles. Death Smiles is another horizontal game. Really nice game this is. Really good. As you can tell, I do like the Cave games a lot. This is pretty mad game. It's got, I'm pretty sure this one's got soundtrack as well. Yes, it has. I think this one's got 3 discs, if I remember rightly. Yeah. It's got some desktop accessories. I think it's got like some wallpapers and stuff like that. This is really nice. Really nice pack again. This is another one you can pick up for literally next to nothing on PAL. So if you do want some really amazing shoot 'em ups on your 360, definitely pick up Death Smiles and pick up Dodonpachi Resurrection and Izakaya Katana. So cool game ours as well. They Cave did a sequel to this game. It was a Jap only release, unfortunately. Death Smiles 2. Really cool game as well. Unfortunately, this one they went with like 3D graphics, and it really does suffer in the graphics department. It looks very plain and very old school 3D. But once you start playing this game and you realise the sheer amount of stuff that's flying around the screen on this game, I don't think they could make this game look amazing and have the sheer amount of stuff that they've got flying around. The screen just gets full of like 3D sort of rendered sort of, I can't remember what they are, they're like gold things you pick up. I can't think what they are now. But yeah, there's so much going on screen in this game. So I understand why the graphics do look a bit crappy. Some people don't like this game because it compared to the other cave games, it doesn't actually look that good. But once you start getting into it, Death Smiles 2 is a really cool game. It's a really nice game as well. It's got some really cool levels and stuff. It also has a super easy mode, so if you're not very good at shmups, you can play this and get in the super easy mode. So that's Death Smiles 2. Like I said, this is Japan only, so you will need a Japanese 360 to play it. And then on to the last game that I've got in here, and this is my Pink Sweets and Muchi Pork collection. This is getting quite expensive these days. I think last time I looked on eBay it was going for about 200 quid, which is a bit nuts. The two games on the disc on here, you've got Pink Sweets, which is pretty much a sort of sequel to Ibarra, which is, or Ibarra, which is a sequel to some of the older games they did, like Battle Back Raid and Battle Gregor. I think this is pretty much like a direct sequel to it. It's done by Cave and done by 8zing. I think it's 8zing. Am I right on that one? I don't know. Could be wrong. Anyway, but it's a really good game as well. It's very sort of like cutesy and flowery and stuff. And then you got Muchi Pork, which is a really cool game where you've got this slightly overweight lady riding on a pig exercise bike, and she's flying up the screen shooting sort of collecting pigs and sorting stuff up. It's a really cool game, Muchi Pork. I think this one is pretty much the better of the two games on the disc, I think. I say this one is the special edition or limited edition. I can't remember exactly what they call. I'll open it up for you now and show you what's actually inside. What you get inside this is you get the game disc as you would as you normally would, same as the outside cover and everything on it. There's no extra sort of a soundtrack or anything in the actual disc, there isn't. So that's that. And then what you get then is you get a separate CD soundtrack as well. So it's got a soundtrack for both games on here, a really nice CD cover, and it's a double discer. A really nice quality disc as well. Really cool pictures on it, and you got the pictures with the soundtracks of both these games are pretty cool. They're a bit quirky, but they're pretty nice soundtracks. I say this is a very nice collection, but unfortunately these days this game is going for a hell of a lot of money, and it just seems to be going up and up and up. So I say that is my cave game collection. I'm missing one game, which is Ketsui. I was tempted to buy it when I was in Japan, but I did have it for the PS3, and it's pretty much the same game, so I didn't bother buying it. But subsequently it has been released on the PS4 by M2, and the PS4 version is pretty much superior to any of the 360 or the PS3 version. It's got new modes. The new game on that is brilliant. It's got new modes. It's pretty much arcade perfect with loads of extras. So if you do want to play Ketsui, you're better off playing it on the PS4. So yeah guys, that's my cave collection. I say, as far as I know, I'm just missing one game to complete it, which would be Ketsui. So I don't know, maybe I'll pick it up one day just to complete the collection. I do have other Japanese 360 shmups. I am into sort of shmups and collecting them, and maybe I'll do another video and show you some of them. But yeah, that's the cave games on the 360, guys. I say, be mindful if you do want to start picking these up for your 360 and you're from the UK. You say you can pick up the free UK releases, and you can pick up Mushihime-Samma Futari and EspGaluda 2. I don't think any of the others are region free. They're all region locked, so pretty much they won't work. You will need a Japanese 360 to play them. And as much as I would like to have Ibarra for the PS2, I don't fancy paying the 400 quid it costs to get it. So unfortunately I will be playing a burn copy of that, because I'm not paying 400 quid for it, because it's a bit ridiculous. Just a little thing, guys, I forgot to mention. There is one more 360 shmup that I do have by Cave, is Guang or Guange. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that, but that was a download only game. I'm pretty sure it came as a freebie on, I'm sure there was one, I'm not sure if there was, is it this one? I don't know. I'm sure one of these Cave games, at least what I remember anyway, one of these Cave games in a limited edition had that version. Oh, it could have been the Cave collection. There is a collection of Cave games in a big box set. That's probably ridiculously expensive now. It was 200 odd quid when it first came out. I have seen it in some shops in Japan, but that came, I'm pretty sure that came with a download code for Guang. Guang is like a vertical scroll. Well, I say vertical, it does go horizontal as well, but it's set in sort of old mythical sort of Japan. It's a really cool game. You can get it on the UK 360 store as well, and I'm pretty sure it was less than a tenner. Say that's the other 360 game that did come out in the UK, which is a cool game as well. There's one of those games I really like to sort of learn how to play, but it's a little bit different to your traditional shoot 'em up. But I thought I'd mention that, guys, because that is the other game that I do have as well, but that is actually just on my 360's hard drive. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. That's my little Cave collection. Hope you enjoyed the artwork and stuff on it as well, and a shame I couldn't find the book to show you as well. But I have done a video on that in the past, so if you troll through my videos, you will see the video on the book, or I'll see if I can find it and dump the link to it in the description. So hope you like that, guys, and maybe next week, possibly next week, I'll have a video, but I'm a little bit busy next weekend, so maybe 2 weeks time, we'll see, to get some videos going. So catch you soon, guys. Bye now.